Okay, welcome everyone. Let's begin, shall we, with strengthening this diaphragm muscle. But first, our skeletal alignment. So first, relaxing the knees. So the knees are in line with the toe. To be able to tilt the pelvis in, to straighten that spine, to relax the nervous system. And as we're breathing, we inhale and exhale through the nose. And when we inhale, the diaphragm goes out. So inhaling naturally. Raise your tongue to your palate, just below the nose, above the gum line. On the exhale, back to the spine, opposite the navel, not up into the chest because you want to breathe deeply. So inhaling out, expand the diaphragm, raise your tongue, exhaling back, and as you exhale back, you snug up the buttocks to activate, to move the tailbone. That activates your cranial pump that works the fluid in the spine, the brain. So inhaling out, exhaling back, tight and snug. Yeah, this is the only muscle that we have that works and strengthens our lungs, is that diaphragm muscle. So if that gets weak, then our breathing becomes shallow. And then we're depriving ourselves of the much needed oxygen that our cells need for food. Okay, next, the mind is focused on the navel area. I try to picture that navel in the mind's eye to activate your pineal gland. Eventually, it will open up, but it takes time. It's pretty stubborn. Yeah, your pineal gland is your dream center. It's your vision center. It's also your intuition, your intuitiveness. Now, what should happen here is that the area should start to get warm around the dantian, as the Chinese refer to it. It's also known as the sacral chakra. These are the energy centers of the body. When you activate your tailbone, when you snug up your buttocks on the exhale, that activates your root chakra. Transfers the energy from the front to the back. Same as your tongue. When you raise your tongue, it activates your saliva gland, but it also acts like a bridge for the energy to travel through down the front rather than going to the back. Okay, next, we're going to strengthen the bones. So as we swing those arms, we reverse the swing. So the left's on top, next is underneath, and the knee is still in line with the toe. The pelvis is still tilted. That's important to relax the nervous system. And we're tapping hard enough to feel it, not so hard it's going to bruise. And if you just keep on doing this, you have to excuse me for a minute. Somebody wants in. Coming in? No? There you are. Okay. Okay, next, moving on to the shoulders. Tapping that shoulder that comes in front. Now, the direction, this is really important too, because it really increases your reflexes mentally and physically by harmonizing the right brain with the left. So you're tapping that shoulder that comes in front. So if you're having a hard time, then the best way to do it is hold the hand in front and move the shoulder into the hand. Do not move the hand. Just move the shoulder into the hand. And the other side, the same thing. Just Have the hand remain still and move the body. Don't move the hand. Move the body into the hand. And once the other part of the brain starts to open up more, then this becomes natural. And it is natural to move in this direction. If it was not so, our reflexes would not be so as quick. Okay, moving to the ribs. So that's the same procedure. And it's another challenge too with the ribs because the nervous system, as it moves down the body from the top to the bottom, it crisscrosses. Yeah, and the bone strengthening exercise is this. As one starts to age, what happens? The bones get weak, they become brittle. The marrow starts to turn to fat. But this here reverses that process. And it's the bone marrow that creates your white blood cells, your red ones. The white ones carry for your immune system, and the red ones carry the oxygen through the body. So, yeah, strong bones is like the foundation for everyone's health. Okay, right knee is relaxed, and the left foot is circling. Now, the heel goes up and down as it circles around. Try to get as much rotation as you can. Yes, it's like a soft massage for your toes, your ankle, your knees, your ball joints. And at the same time, you're massaging those muscles. Okay, and be mindful of your rotation, clockwise or counterclockwise. The way you start is your natural way. When we switch to the right side, we'll be starting with the same rotation, because the other side will want to go the other way. This is harmonizing our nervous system. Okay, reverse direction. Cutting, what you doing, Cutting? Okay, very good. And then the right side, relaxing the left, tilting the pelvis, and the right foot circling, starting off with the same rotation that you started with. Okay, and very good. Reverse direction. Okay, shaking the leg, loosening it up. And again, when you bend the knees in line with the toe, this is your balance. Yes. Okay, the arms, again with the knees, the pelvis. One's up and one's down, back and forth, both arms in motion. And the mind is focused on relaxing the wrist, the fingers, so eventually they will snap together naturally once they loosen up. And the more you can relax those joints, those muscles, your circulation is improved. Okay, up and down behind the back. And for 15 seconds of stretching and counting 1,000, 2,000. Okay, and shaking it out. Yeah, the counting is important because it helps to focus the mind and rolling the shoulders. And the more we can focus the mind, the stronger the mind becomes, the stronger the will of the mind. Okay, at the other side, back and forth. And then up and down behind the back. And stretching again, counting 1,000. Okay, shaking it out, rolling those shoulders, and reversing direction. Okay, your right foot's to your 2 o'clock, your left foot's out in front to 12. Now, and the weight's on 100% on the right leg, your spine is lined up with your 2 o'clock. You relax your foot, the knee, and then you let the muscles go. Then you shift the weight to the front leg, lining your spine with your 12 o'clock. Before you go back, you relax your back knee, and then the muscles. So your waist is moving between your 12 and your 2. This is part of your skeletal alignment, making sure your cartilage is wearing evenly in the joints, and the muscles are pulling evenly. And if you're doing it correctly, it should feel like you're floating. Letting go of all that tension in those leg muscles, in the waist, in the spine. Okay, very good. Sitting back on the back leg, and we're going to turn the spine and your left foot to your 10 o'clock angle. Again, relax your foot, your knee. Push off, straightening up that back foot. Keep the knee bent in line with the toe and step up and circle out to 12. Right toe is up, and again, relaxing foot, knee, the muscles. And again, now your spine is moving between your 10 o'clock, lined up with your foot, and your 12 o'clock. Yeah. Again, everything we do is to improve the circulation, to relax the mind and the body. Okay, and shaking the leg, loosening it up, and then we'll go back to those arms, so the knees, the pelvis, right palm is up, left one is down, slight bend in the elbows. Work your shoulders to work the arms, then your neck muscles, and then the eye muscles. Yeah, when the head stops, turn the eyes to look behind. Just do not overstretch those eyes, because your blood vessels in the eyes are pretty thin. So you just want to activate those eye muscles. And your palms, try to get your palms 180-degree turn. Okay, let those arms relax, rolling their shoulders and reversing direction. Okay, fingers are joined. And the heart level, and we're pressing against the wrist, strengthening those wrist muscles, and we're going to massage those shoulders at the same time by doing a figure 8. So the thumb no higher than the nose, no lower than the heart. Yeah, usually when you take a tumble, the first thing you do is reach out with your palm to stop the fall. Well, that can hurt the wrist. But by doing these exercises, you're really going to strengthen those wrist muscles. Okay, arms up to the side and twirling, loosening, and then reversing direction. Okay, let's move to the mat. Okay, next, the left leg is stretching. What's important is not how far you can reach, but keeping those hands side by side. You want to keep those muscles in the back even. Okay, and then the right side, again, we're counting it out, 1,000. Okay, and then pivoting from side to side, trying to get both sides flat to the mat. Again, to massage those joints, those leg muscles. Okay, very good. Next, we're going to do the split, so legs out to the side, and then leaning forward as far as possible, counting for 15, so 1,000. And then bouncing it out, loosening it up. Okay. Next one. Now we're going to pivot the feet again, but this time we're going to oxygenate them by coordinating our breathing with the speed at which we move our muscles. The slower the better. So hands are on the knees. We're going to inhale, activate the water pump. Exhaling down, pivot the feet, but don't overstretch. Inhaling, straightening up. Exhaling the opposite way. Yeah, if those muscles are working, they're going to get fed, as long as we coordinate our breathing with the speed at which we move the muscles. The slower, the better. And in your mind's eye, try to visualize your feet in motion, again, for that pineal gland. Okay, yeah, that's also massaging those organs too. So, yeah, this should feel really good. Okay, next one. Rubbing down the left side of that left leg. You're rubbing clockwise, same direction as your circulation. Putting the back into it. And once they've warmed up, opposite hand to leg. So you're tapping it out 26 rounds, so that's now be the second round. Again, to strengthen those bones. That's the third round. Okay, and after you tapped out, we'll rub the leg again, rubbing clockwise to balance the circulation. Okay, onto that left foot, rubbing fast, rubbing hard. You want to create that heat. The heat is energy. So warming all those acupressure points in the foot. Again, increasing that circulation. Now we're going to focus on two acupressure points, the kidney and the liver. So the kidney is in the center of the arch, middle of the foot, and the liver's on top, just below the joint of the large toe. Yeah, this is just to make sure these particular organs are vibrating at the proper frequency. Because every cell, every organ in the body has a certain frequency that it functions at. And when that gets out of tune, then that's when illness sets in. And you'll know it too, because these points will be, if there's any trouble in the organs, if they're out of vibration, then these points will be sensitive to the touch. If they're not sensitive, then they're good. They're functioning at their maximum point. Okay, next, tapping around the toes, and the ankle, and the heel, again to strengthen those bones. And then wiggling those toes individually. Yeah, this takes a number of years to loosen up those toe joints. But if they get stiff, then they get crooked. Yeah, then it gets painful. So keep them nice and lubed. Okay, good enough. Let's move on to the right side. Again, rubbing clockwise. First, we warm those muscles. And then we tap them out. Opposite hand to leg. So left hand, right leg, and you're tapping clockwise around the leg and counting in reverse. So now this will be the 24th round, and 23, 22, and then once you've tapped out, you can rub that right foot. Again, creating that heat, that energy, rubbing hard, rubbing fast. And once that's warmed up, those acupressure points for the kidney and the liver, same location as the other side. Okay, and then tapping around the joints, strengthening those toes, ankle, and heel, and it's those fingers. Oh, you want to come up? Okay, there you go. I guess it's huggy time. All right, little missy. Okay, wiggling those toes again, individually, one at a time. Okay, very good. Okay, let's move up to the chair. Okay, and we are going to reverse our breathing. So, reversing the breathing is to activate the kidneys, their adrenal glands. Yes, and fire up the solar plexus, another energy center of the body. So on the inhale, diaphragm goes back to the spine opposite the navel. And on the exhale, out. Raise your tongue on the exhale to activate the water pump. Inhaling back. Tighten that diaphragm. Exhaling out in front. And the mind is focused on the spine opposite the navel. This is where it'll start to warm up first. Oh, okay, very good. Next, on the for those neck muscles, so left palm on the left side of the face, we're going to inhale. Exhale, turn and push against the palm, and the palm pushes back. Inhaling, straightening up. That's one. We'll do it 7 times. Yeah, this is great for stiff neck and prevention. So inhaling, straightening. Exhaling, push. So that's 2. Yeah, this little thing here loves to be hugged. Okay, on the right side, we're going to inhale. Exhale, turn and push. Inhaling back. Exhaling, push. Okay, very good. The next one, we're going to hold the ball. Okay, here you go. So on the right side, your right hand's on the top, your left hand's on the bottom. And this is important. Your palms are directly opposite each other. So we're going to inhale here. We're inhaling naturally now. Diaphragm goes out on the inhale. And then exhaling, left hand goes up and out in front, right hand goes down, and both wrists are activated. So the left hand wrist is not relaxed. You bring it up, so the palms facing up at a slight angle. And then when you turn to the left, your left hand remains on top, palms are opposite. When the palms are opposite, you create a connection with those acupressure points that are in the arms, palms. And then turning the waist, straightening. So at 12 o'clock, and then we turn to the right, keep the right hand up, and we turn to 2 o'clock. So we don't want to over-tighten those waist muscles. If we do, then we deplete the energy. Okay, reversing, turning. Now, if you're comfortable with this motion, we can work for the breathing. We inhale when we're holding the ball, exhale when we turn. Inhaling back to your right, relax your wrist, palms face each other. Exhaling, turn. Inhaling back to the left. Yeah, this particular movement is known as parting the horse's mane. Okay, good enough. Let's stand. And with knees relaxed, pelvis is tilted, fingers are joined. We're going to inhale up to the heart, exhaling down, bending those knees, tilting that pelvis in. Inhaling up. When you get to the eyes, you turn the palms out, watch them go up, still inhaling. Exhaling out to the side. Now, when the arms go below the shoulders, the head stop, and the knees kick in, the pelvis tilts in. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Now, the beauty about this step, the whole body is getting oxygenated. It's getting energized. The mind and body are connecting, becoming one. But the coordination is the key. Not just with the breathing, but with the muscles. So when the arms are coming down, the neck is moving. So when the arms are straight, the head is stopped. Then the knees kick in. So it's coordinating arms with neck and arms with knees. And the breathing, the inhale, and the exhale becomes balanced, becomes even. Because when the arms are down, they come up to the heart, it's the same distance, going up, down. This brings balance to the breath. Oh dear. What are you up to? Yeah, this little one is feeling that energy. And it's like, to her, it's like a warm blanket. She's attracted to the energy, I believe. Okay, let's move on. Knees are relaxed, pelvis tilted, arms are at the side. Inhaling up one finger at a time. And exhaling to your left. No, you don't. Inhaling back, eyes follow the hand. Exhaling down, arms and knees working together. And the wrist is activated. No. Inhaling up. And the right side, exhale. Pull the bow. Now, when you're pulling the bow, your right hand, you make a peace sign. The wrist is 45 degrees. And you should feel these upper breastplate muscles activated. Inhaling back. Exhaling down. Activate the wrist. Tilt the pelvis. Inhaling up. And in the mind's eye, try to visualize the body in motion, again, to activate that pineal gland. Oh, you move. Okay, when the arms come down, finish your cycle. Okay, next one. This one's particularly good for pancreas. Your right foot to your right to your 2 o'clock, your left foot to your left to your 10. Your knees are semi-relaxed. Arms are in front, but heart level. We're going to inhale. Exhaling, relax your right knee and line up your spine with your 2 o'clock. Push it to the ground, centering. Exhaling to your left, to your 10. Inhaling back. And we inhale always, and exhale through the nose. Most of the time. 99% of the time. Now, I said we inhale and exhale through the nose 99% of the time, but there is that 1%. And that is to clean out the lungs. Okay, so we're going to inhale as the arms come up, and we're going to come up on the toes. And then when we relax, we just relax the arms and we exhale forcefully out of the mouth. Now, if you've had an operation on the stomach, the womb, the uterus within the year, then it's best to sit this one out. Okay. And we take 2 inhales to 1 exhale, so you don't get dizzy. So inhaling up onto your toes, arms shoulder height, no higher than the shoulder. And then, yeah, just exhale forcefully. And take another inhale, 2 inhales to 1 exhale. So inhaling up. Take a breath. Now, if you do, by chance, get dizzy, just take a seat, and it's because you're not taking that second breath, that second inhale. Okay, very good. Let's go back to the chair. And we're gonna work loosening up those waist muscles, that spine. So arms are to the side, and we're gonna turn as hard as we can. Your goal here is to get your shoulders parallel to your left wall, and then back to the right. And you coordinate your wrist with your waist. So you turn your waist, you bring up the wrist. It's a little left push, aren't you? Yeah, just a little left push. Okay, let's work with the spine again. So fingers are joined behind the head, and we're going to inhale, exhaling, elbow to knee. Inhaling, straightening up, exhaling the other side. So exhale down, squeeze out that stale air, inhaling the fresh. Okay, good enough. Okay, those neck muscles. Oh, we did those neck muscles, didn't we? Okay, let's go back to the ball. So, yeah, you can need that. So again, turning to your right, to your 2 o'clock angle. Right hand on top, left hand underneath. And as you reverse the arm, the left hand goes out in front, right hand goes down. And then we're going to turn to the left by way of the waist. And then as we straighten back out to 12, we turn the palm out. We inhaling back to the left side, keep the left hand on top. And then exhaling out in front, straightening up to 12 o'clock. Thumb goes level. Turning to the right to 2 o'clock, and then straighten up as you exhale. Inhaling back. Exhaling, reverse those arms. The name of this particular one is the single whip. And when you're doing these, you want a continuous motion, a continuous flow. There's no pausing, there's no stopping. If you stop, it kind of creates a dam with the energy. Okay, yeah, that's chair Tai Chi right there. Okay. Let's stand and relax our knees. Okay, this next one, inhaling up, one finger at a time. Exhaling out in front and bending the knees, tilting the pelvis. Now, when the arms stop, just slightly round out your shoulders. Do not overextend. Inhaling back, the knees come up. Exhaling down. As the arms come down, you activate the wrist. Inhaling up. Exhaling out in front. And rounding out your shoulders. Inhaling back. Exhaling down. Okay, next. Palms are facing out with the knees and the pelvis tilted in. Inhaling up over the head with the knees. Exhaling down to the heart. Keep a space between your palms. Inhaling up with your left hand going up, right hand moving down. And the center of your palm should be over the center of your forehead. Exhaling back to the heart. Inhaling up. Yeah, when you center your palm with your forehead, that creates a circuit between those acupressure points. And it's also keeping your skeletal alignment straight. And this space between your palms is creating that energy field that I hope soon you're going to be able to feel if you do not already. Okay, when we come back, we'll exit, inhaling up with both hands, exhaling out to side. Very good. Let's start with the facial and brain massage. Grab my chair. Okay, so warming those palms. So rub them hard, fast, create that heat, that energy. And then we're going to transfer that energy into the ears. Yeah, there's three parts of the body where all the acupressure points come together. That's your feet, the palms, and the ears. And then they go off on their separate ways. Okay, so once that's heated up, place the palms over the ear. Tap these two neck muscles in the back. First, index finger. And then the other three fingers work together. And there's a 3-second pause after you tap those three fingers. So you should hear that drum beat in the echo in the back of the skull. is to relax, to slow down those brain waves, and also releases endorphins. So it will put a smile on your face. Okay. Next, just below the skull bone. Now this is a sensitive area back here. So just rub past, not hard. And this is for heartburn and digestion. Also for palsy. And palsy is where your muscles just all of a sudden they let go. It's like you're having a stroke. It's the same symptoms as a stroke. Not as serious, but it's not good either. So just rub fast, not hard, until it warms up. Once it creates the heat, that's what you want. The heat is energy. And then you move up to the skull bone, just above that little bump. Base of the skull. And yeah, keep the head straight to keep those neck muscles relaxed. You do not want to impede the circulation. Okay, this is for the pancreas. You balance out the glucose levels. And then we're going to move up to where the hair starts to twirl out and around. You can switch arms if you want, fingers. Yeah, so right where the hair starts to twirl out, you should feel an indentation in these areas. And this is for the nervous system. So, yeah, so you've got two sides to the, actually you got three sides to the nervous system, but this operates the two sides, your sympathetic and parasympathetic. It brings balance to the nervous system, balancing out the emotions, your sleeping patterns. Okay, the third part of the nervous system is your automatic nervous system. Okay, now leave the finger right where it is to measure for the heart rate. You line up all your other fingers going down the center line of the head. You place your little finger with your index finger and your heart meridian. It should be right there. You should feel that indentation. Okay. And then up to the very top of the head. Yeah, this is for the cranial pump. Also for if you're feeling dizzy or vertical, if your head starts to spin. And then in the center of the forehead, the three fingers out from the center, your third outside finger. You're going to rub there for your thymus gland. And its function is to create your T cells, part of the immune system. You're like the T-Rex of the immune system. Yeah, just give me a sec. Come on, back out. Come on, man. There you go. Okay. All right, in the center of the forehead, I'm going to rub there from the master gland, the pituitary. Okay, and then you're going to move down between your eyebrows for the pineal gland. This is the location of the third eye chakra. Okay, and then on top of the eyebrow, around to the temples. Yeah, on top of the eyebrows is multiple organs, also below the eyebrow. Okay, and then up and down on the forehead, rubbing back and forth. Okay, very good. And then just below the eyebrows. And then at the bridge of the nose, close to the eyes. Yeah, just rub gently, don't put too much pressure. This is for the sinus and to relax those eyelids. Okay, next, just beside the eyes, the temples, you got a circle. A little bit of circular motion. This is to increase the circulation to the eyes and to flush them out. And then reverse direction. Okay, moving to in front of the ear flaps. Now you feel the indentation there. You're going to rub the warm. And then once it warms up, you're going to draw the energy down to the nose, underneath the nose, on both sides. This one here is to balance up the blood. Okay, yeah, the third one. Oh, very good. Okay, next, just below the nose. This is for great for muscle spasms, cramps, and heat cramps. Actually, they teach this one in swimming in case you cramp up in the water. Very good. Next, just below the lips on each side of the jaw. Yeah, this one here is to increase the circulation to your gums for strong teeth and for your posterior pituitary. Okay, with the thumb just past the jawbone, this is for the external saliva gland. Your water pump. And since the body is mostly water, this is really healthy to keep that water circulating. Okay, next, we're going to squeeze gently up and down and pull. So squeeze and pull gently up and down. Yeah, so you don't want to do it too hard. There's hollow tubes that run down each side of the neck, and they're to drain your sinuses. So you don't want to squish them. Okay, that's really good. Now, squeeze your fingers. You got to knead out those neck muscles. And with your fingers, you're going to squeeze out those shoulders. Okay, that's great. Now, massaging the scalp from the front to the back, opening up all those hair follicles, allowing oxygen to penetrate into the scalp. Okay, starting at the very top. Same thing, you're going to work down to the side, to the ears, and then down behind those ears. Okay, back to the rubbing of the palms. And once they've heated up, we're going to place them over the cheeks. Now, you got to be gentle. Just activate those cheek muscles. Do not stretch. If you stretch those cheek muscles, you'll have cheeks like a chipmunk. And I don't think nobody wants that. So just activate for the circulation, for the sinuses, and to bring back the elasticity to those cheek muscles. Okay, dude, and then reversing direction. Okay, back to the rubbing of the palms. And once they heat it up, place them over the eyes. You keep the eyes open, you're going to pause looking up at the top. When you feel the heat penetrate the pupil, don't forget to blink to provide water, rotate to your 3 o'clock. And then 6 o'clock. And then 9 o'clock. And back to 12. And then reverse direction. Okay, very good. Starting at the forehead, you're going to pull it down each side. When you get to the throat, just above the breastplate there, you're going to rub there for the thyroid gland. So rubbing, warming, and then pull and hold for 3. When you pull and hold for 3, that's for throat tickles. And 2 more times. Okay, third one. Okay, very good. Now, at the bridge of the nose, you're going to pull down each side, just below the eyes, above your cheek, up to the side, and again down to the thyroid gland. And once it warms, pull and hold for 3. Then we're going to repeat 2 more times. Okay, well, I hope that leaves you comfortably numb. Yeah. Oh, is there any questions? Yeah. Very good.
So I did join, but I was a couple minutes late.
Oh yeah, yeah. I usually start yawning halfway through it. Yeah. Yeah. So I really, that sets you up for if you want to meditate. Do that first, because that puts you in the state of mind to meditate. Yeah.
I was getting my new car set up for noodles.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what does that involve?
It's a box that I had in the other one, and I'm trying to make it fit in the new car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Another project.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan has a doodle poodle.
A golden doodle.
A golden doodle. A golden doodle poodle. You named the doodle. I thought that was so funny. It kind of fits. It fits perfectly. Doodle poodle. Say that fast a dozen times.
Double doodle.
Yeah. Okay, so funny. Okay,
well,
everyone.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah. Take care, everyone.
Okay.
Thanks, David.